Okay, Kingi, tell us about this painting that you love so much about on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Why did you pick this portrait? And tell us a little bit of, give us a little bit of information about this iconic figure. I'm just zooming into the picture a little. You have a very interesting technique of painting. And so just tell us a little bit about this iconic figure and why did you specifically pick Martin Luther as a subject for us to discuss today?
Dr. Martin Luther King is a very interesting individual. My dad actually wanted to name me Martin Luther King. But after a discussion with my mom tells me that he became afraid of the fact that my fate might end up as Dr. King's. So they decided to consult with my grandfather, who actually now gave me the name Emmanuel. But the name King remained. We added an I at the end so that it read Emmanuel Kingi.
So this is the icon you are supposedly named after.
Exactly.
That's why you like it.
Exactly.
Okay.
But beyond that, Dr. King, I think not only for who he was, his love and passion always have captivated me. Being a preacher, a Baptist preacher, he had a way with just his sermons and his teachings and his love for God, of which is an inspiration to most of us, but also the passion for which he had for the things that he believed to be true, and to what extent he went to be able to just make sure that whatever he wanted, or rather whatever he desired, by God's help and grace, actually he was able to see it come to happen. Sadly, as much as we have all read in history that his life was cut short, but for some of us, and personally, he remains an inspiration of two things. Passion, that is number one, because I think he's one of the most passionate people that I've read about in history, and the fact that he is a minister of the gospel.
Tell us about the detail on his face. I realize that you've done the face in black and white and the background in color. Tell us something a little about that.
The reason that it is captured in black and white is because of who he was, an African American. So I could not give him any other color other than just to appreciate him as an African American. But from his eyes you can tell that this was an individual who was focused. This is an individual who actually had a dream. You know, there was something he was seeing, and that can be seen in the penetration of his eyes, that there was something he was looking forward, something that he was hopeful about, and that is what needs to define life in general, that yes, we are looking forward to something, we are hopeful, we ought to have a dream, and for which, in some extent became a reality in the seeking of equal rights for all in the US. The background is just the display and the appreciation of life in different forms and in different colors. The bright colors will speak of the bright moments, because life cannot always be, just one plain color. So it's just to capture the richness of his life in terms of the green is there to just to portray life and health. Yellow is there to just show that yes, we will have our sunny days. Red and purple is just to show the fact that yes, we have our moments, our struggles, and sometimes it will mean sweat and blood ultimately. And the darker colors will show that yes, there will be those days when the sun will refuse to shine, and so this is just the way life is framed. And if you notice also, it is in squares, kinda. It's just to give us the different moments of life. That's why the cubism ish is there. It's just but a portrait of life is in, it's like a jigsaw puzzle, it's in pieces. And as we just go about our everyday issues, one square will try to fit into another with a different color kind of. That is how I normally approach my the backgrounds, and that's what was inspiring for this particular painting.
Very good. We'll be talking
Yes.
about another of your paintings just shortly.
Yes.
But my understanding is that you also make your own frames.
Yes.
Okay, just tell us about it. How you made this frame? So you make the whole painting
Yes.
from the frame to the final painting yourself.
Yes.
Why don't you just buy frames? Everybody else buys frames. Why don't you just buy frames?
Each painting has a life of its own. Each painting has a reality of its own, of which it will not be complete without a frame that will suit it. So why I normally do my my own framing is because I want to give the piece of art the life, the complete life, the totality of what it has to capture. And that is why, if you notice, with the frame, it is wide, just to speak about the wideness of one's life. The coloring and the shading is just the blending of the naturality of the individual who has been captured in the piece of art, so that when it is put up on a wall, one can easily be able now to just, in the natural, neutral things about life, but more importantly, the piece itself. Has it communicated? Is it communicating that life, of the individual captured in their own natural moment? That's why you realize it's not even vanished or anything, because it's the natural appreciation of even the material itself that has been used, the timber there, so that everything is natural.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Kingi, you also teach children how to paint.
Yes.
How do you do that? How can you teach a child how to paint? You say that if you notice they have a talent, then you nurture it.
Yes.
So you're able to do that?
Yes. Yeah, we teach children how to paint by just experimenting, because that's what paint is all about. It's about the experimentation of colors. When you just look even at the way God did his stuff, you will begin to realize we are told the world was disorderly, and then he brought things into order, and that's what happens with painting. It's just the blending of different colors and just the experimentation. So when you have a child that you are teaching how to do art, it is just to give them that brush and to give them the paints, and then allow them, at their first initial steps, just request them, what do you think, what do you feel, what's in your spirit, what's in your mind, just use color and use the brush.
So it's just to draw out a gift that you feel is already
Exactly. And as they begin to just play with the brushes, as they begin to play with the color, they begin to play with the paper, then now you can be able now to actually begin to see, if we concentrate on this, then slowly we'll be bringing out something smarter out of them. We shall be bringing out probably organization out of them, and then depending on which line the kid wants to take, that will be because it's again, you have to respect their freedom of expression, and that is why we have the different styles of painting, where you have a realist, where you have an expressionist, where you have a person who loves abstract. So all these spaces will have to be appreciated as you try to train the young child, and you cannot maybe force them into something. All what you can do is just give them the basics and the principles, and then allow them the freedom to just be with the brush, with the paints, and just teach them a few techniques of probably how to twist the brush, or how to just stick out 1 or 2, 3 things. The rest is really for you to just allow them to be.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.